Hello again. Here's my view on the anti-austerity march organised by the People's Assembly. Not much to say of blinding originality, I must admit, as it was such a lacklustre affair. In the grand scheme of things, another leftist ascot, as the toffs and the super rich were attending the real thing. Secure, smug, arrogant and content. The march itself was a usual, uninspiring, well from an anarchist perspective at least, sterile A to B affair, albeit very well attended, where the usual collection of union hacks, celebrities such as Russell Brand, Charlotte Church, and politicos disguised as grassroots activists addressed from the platform in Trafalgar Square the befuddled masses. And how many of those people on the platform will be, in the future, taking up that trip down the road to the palace to get their MBEs, OBEs and CBEs, and some of them even eventually sit in the House of Lords. Above all, politically, it was a Jeremy Corbyn love fest, another dead end, as if he's going to be leader of the Labour Party. And even if he did, so what? The march was divided into blocks, in other words, deliberate compartmentalisation, everybody into their respective roles, avoid political and social contamination, isolate malcontents and would-be troublemakers, those who would rock the boat, allow the punters to let off some steam, become recruiting fodder for the various parties of the left, give people the impression they've achieved something, go home and vote Labour in the next round of elections, come back in a year and repeat the process of continually reinventing the square wheel. Despite all the bullshit in the Sunday hate mail, there was no riot or kick-off or disturbance of any kind really. Under these stultifying conditions, there never could be. True, there was a breakaway black bloc, but such was the atmosphere of the day. It was a rather uneventful thing, with a few minor scuffles and a run around South London. Nothing serious. A lot of the march seemed to be white-collar, public service trade unionists and young studenty types. They were certainly impeccably behaved. Not the bottom 30% of the population, and certainly not the wretched of the earth were in attendance. And that explains the lack of aggro. I just don't think people are angry enough yet. But when they are, they won't be interested in Labour or the unions, or A to B marches, except for when they are up for it confrontations. If us anarchists have any message to the people who came down from all over the country, it is this. Don't bother wasting your time coming to these unspontaneous controlled events. Do stuff in your own communities, where you live. There's already small occupations of empty bank buildings in Brighton, Peterborough, Liverpool. Support them. Do stuff like that. Be done with the creepy authoritarian left and all its variants. Abandon a sinking ship of trade unionism. Create your own syndicalist type organisations inside the workplace and increasingly outside it in the wider working class community. Let Labour die. It's up to the working class in all its diversity to start fighting for its patrimony without reliance on middle class leaders and gurus who will always betray us, because we delegate our strength, our power and our potential to them. But people have to face the fact that there will be no Labour government again. There will instead be an elected one-party state, forever Tory. Austerity hasn't even really started. Wait and see. The debt, the national debt, is 1.4 trillion and growing, in spite of their all-round cuts. Meanwhile, the top 100 individuals in this country own more than the 30% at the bottom. That is well over 20 million people. we will really have to fight to survive. A to B marches, no matter how well attended, will achieve nothing. And I think many people who are attending them realise that. But as yet, they are unwilling and unable to fight for a real alternative. So, enough of this. Please, sir, can I have some more? Drown Mr. Bumble in the slop cauldron and burn down the workhouse. Bye.